Again, we have to read this thing. So results vary, no income guarantees. Earning depends on independent effort, skill, time, market conditions. This presentation is for information purpose only. Elite emphasizes customer acquisition and product usage. Compensation is based on actual sales, product, services, blah, blah, blah. You guys can read. So, they just don't want us making income claims, which is very understandable in this day and age. Okay. And now this is not going forward, of course. Okay, there we go. What is happening here? It's only going to 2 slides. Okay, so it's allowing me to go backwards. So I'll just do that. Okay, so this is an invitation-only travel company, guys. We are literally here because you were invited by somebody that likes you, somebody that likes to travel with you, somebody that wants to travel with you. Elite is a very elite group where we're all about lifestyle, community, and building huge relationships globally, which is massive. So the shift, why the experience economy? The world is definitely moving away from buying stuff, and they're definitely going towards meaningful memories. I know me personally, I do, our kids are always wanting to buy stuff for their birthdays and Christmases, but I always tell them we can either have a party and we buy you a bunch of presents, or we can go have an experience in Europe or wherever they want to go travel. So I think that that's getting more and more for most families, that they really are tired of the clutter in the house and they'd rather go out there and travel and have some memories with their family. So I think that Elite right now, the mission is to elevate everyday life by making travel more accessible and creating a path toward financial independence. So our whole existence in this company is to inspire people to experience more of the world, to live on their own terms, and design a life that they love. Most people, they work a 9 to 5 or whatever overnight shifts. I was there. I worked my butt off, and even in my own restaurants and my own businesses, I was a slave to my restaurants. I'd be there from 10 in the morning till 2 or 3 in the morning every day. And I did that for 7 or 8 years. And guys, I have multiple kids. So unfortunately, mom was growing up with the kids and I was over there working and making a living for the family. Now it's game on. So the travel industry is a $11.7 trillion industry, not a billion, a trillion with a T. So it's with these 4 different things right here: wellness, automobiles, computers, and Hollywood. So most people watch movies. Everybody has computers nowadays. Most people have cars. And then, the select few are in the wellness area, which I'm working on right now. But our travel industry, all of those combined, travel is still outweighing all of them. So we're in a really good place because, again, most people do want to travel. The problem is they don't have the time, they don't have the money, they don't have good saving skills. But with our platform that I'm about to go over, it eliminates all of that stuff. So most people pay full price, but the elite aren't most people. We are an elite group of entrepreneurs and family people and people that just want to have better and have more. So with our membership, understand this: we get up to 65% off public pricing of over 1 million hotels and all-inclusive resorts worldwide. Now, you see this worldwide part, guys? This is worldwide. So me and my family, we have booked probably 8 or 9 trips through this platform, and we've probably saved over $20,000 because, again, we're not buying just me and my wife tickets. We have 7 kids and then us. That's 9 of us. So we're always having to buy multiple rooms, multiple car rentals, multiple hotel, plane tickets, cruise tickets, whatever the case may be. Check out some of these discounts. So on the left, you have regular Google or wherever, Travelocity, Expedia, where we're here in Santorini, Greece. So with this is from September 4th through the 13th, a 10-day, 9-night stay. And on the normal Google, it's $6,325. In US, you're looking at $7,400. So nightly, that's averaging $702 a night. With Elite, you get 53% off because, again, we're a true wholesale platform for our members. Okay, so that breaks it down to $327 a night. That's literally 53% off of for this trip. Now check this one out. Same dates, same time at the Bahamas though. So we're gonna be at the East Bay Premium Ocean Nightly at $9,114, $1,000 a night. With Elite, we're saving 20%, which 20%, I mean, that's still a savings of, about $1,000 where you could be using for excursions or better meals or another vacation, whatever the case may be. So Bora Bora, I've been here. This place is amazing. You're getting 37% off. So the regular company, you're looking at $17,000 for this trip. And with Elite, you're looking at $13,000. So you're saving right around $4,000 to be able to do other things, or again, to plan another vacation. I know that's one thing that me and my family did tremendously is we with all the money that we saved, we actually booked quite a few more trips. Like I'm from Florida and we're in Nashville right now for one of my other businesses doing a convention. And we got these rooms for right around 40% off of the normal rate. One thing I love with Elite, just because you're a member and you pay your membership monthly dues for 12 months consecutive, you're going to be able to go on these Elite Escape trips with us. And you get to pick multiple different places. You could pick Dubai, the Maldives, Santorini, Italy, Greece. You could be picking Colorado. You could pick Vegas. There's so many different things. But with these exclusive trips, you don't have to pay for anything except for the flights to get there. And then that is it. They will have excursions booked. The resort fees are covered. The taxes are covered. Everything is good to go. So another huge thing with us traveling, you get access to all the airport lounges worldwide. And instead of paying, so I have an American Express Platinum card where I get to go in a lot of these places free, but I have to pay either $50 or $75 for a guest. Here, you get it for like $35 or $37. And when you go to airports, everybody knows if you're going to get a beer or you're going to get any bite to eat, even just for yourself, you're paying way more than $37 for just one beer and a sandwich. Here in all the airport lounges worldwide, you actually get to go in there and you could drink unlimited, you can eat unlimited, and then you meet amazing people from around the world. Our business is all about building relationships and meeting people. So this is a perfect place to meet people because it is a first-class lounge. Really, really good. The discount on cruises, again, I'm from Florida, so a lot of my network, they cruise a lot. So I've been helping a lot of my friends save a lot of money for their family, for their summer vacations, Disney cruises, and saving anywhere from 25, 50, 60% off. I just booked one for a woman that's going on a 14-day cruise in Asia, and hers was going to be $13,780, and we got it for $8,700. So she saved $7,000, $6,000. So she's able to do a lot more excursions with her family. Shoot, she could even pay for almost a whole nother cruise for a 2-week cruise with that. Traincation. So we just got back from a traincation in Jamaica. Yeah, man. We had a blast out there. It was the first ever traincation. We had tons of people from England, tons of people from Italy, tons of people from the States. And we all really just got to be able to get to know each other because, again, this is a brand new company, guys. So not everybody knows each other. So with these traincations, it's huge because you get VIP mentorship, epic destinations, memorable moments, but then you build the connections with the people. Like, for instance, I just put Coleman and the whole UK group with Jim Birch, which is the #1 earner in the company, and he lives right in London. So now, because I went to this traincation in Jamaica, we're able to connect our team with some of the top leaders in the company just from going on that one trip. And the cool thing about this is, I don't know if anybody has any network marketing experience, but most traincations or vacations that you go on with other companies, every day there's some sort of training. With this, the first day we literally had a party right by the pool. The second day we had a DJ party. There was no training except for 4 hours on one of the days. So it really was a vacation that you got to really build memories, build relationships, have a great time, and then get a little bit of training on the tail end of it. So actually, I think this is a video. Hopefully it plays because let's see if it plays. Because my volume wasn't working, so let's see.
We just wrapped up our inaugural Elite Traincation right here in Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Look, we're in Jamaica, man. We're in Jamaica because of Elite.
Yeah, absolutely loving it so far. Absolutely loving it. It's been very revolutionary for myself.
These experiences make you understand that we have something really powerful in our hands that we can.
And is it a little glitchy?
Level 10. can't wait. But the most exciting thing about it is that
I needed to be here. I needed to see what was possible.
And you get to experience stuff like this. You get trained, go out for dinner, you connect with like amazing people, you make new friends. I've met such amazing people here and I'm like so grateful.
I came on this elite traincation because it's the inaugural traincation, because I knew that I had to be in the room, because you never miss an event you're qualified to attend.
I've been with Elite for the past 2 months. I joined because of the mentorship, the personal growth, and just the community is just out of this world.
The takeaway for me so far is just this leadership team is absolutely incredible. They've got some serious firepower behind them. I think the sky literally is the limit, no pun intended.
When you actually experience it, it's like breathtaking.
Man, that's awesome. All right, go to the next slide, please. Sheesh. Don't get stuck. Of course, I want to get stuck. There we go. So guys, I don't know if you realize, but most of the people that were talking had an English accent. You know, right now, England is the place to be. I'm a little jealous for all you guys that live over there because there's so much leadership. So Alex Morton is obviously one of the pioneers of this company. This guy is an absolute animal in the industry. And he has put a team of huge, huge leaders all over the world right now. You know, this gentleman, he's been over 76 countries building teams, and we get to have him as one of our leaders. And hopefully we'll have him a little bit later on here to kind of give some insight and close this bad boy up. So the VIP Elite experience, guys. So this is a different trip. So we have 3 different packages, and we'll go over that here in a second. But this is another trip that you actually, as long as you maintain your platinum package subscription for 12 consecutive months, you get to go on this trip. There's no training. It's just a straight up trip where you have excursions every single day. You're able to be with top global leaders like Alex Morton, DJ, the owner Jake, and it's crazy to be able to rub elbows with the owners and them learning your name, them learning your kids' names and understand about you. It's huge because I'm sure you guys have been in other companies and you never even met the owners, or they didn't know your name, or whatever the case may be. So the proven leadership, I think I jumped ahead a little bit with talking about Alex, but you know, proven leadership team is guided by decades of experience in hospitality and executive strategy, a team dedicated to member experience and corporate integrity, stability you can trust, and a vision you can follow. Guys, we cannot make income claims, but I can tell you right now, Miss Alex Morton has made millions and millions of dollars. He gets pitched by companies left and right. But when him and Jake and DJ all came together to create Elite, they all had the same vision, they all had the same energy, and they all understood that what was going to be needed to execute exactly what we got going on. So with that being said, man, I'm so fired up to be a part of this team. And this is how you get started. So I have put in personally about 40 people on the team, and every single person has jumped on with this Elite package. It's $250 to start and $175 a month. So when you're a part of that trip that I just talked about, you don't have to pay any resort fees. You don't have to pay any taxes. The only thing you have to pay is for your airfare to get there. And that's it. But you have full access to our platform. So you're going to be able to have the Elite experience, the priority support, signature traincations, community benefits, car rentals, cruises, tickets, entertainment, airport lounges, resort weeks, Elite reward trips, and then the VIP Elite reward trip. So guys, I think it's a get in where you fit in. You know, if people don't have the money to be able to pay for that, it's okay. We have ways that you can get this membership for free too. The Elite Gold membership is also fantastic. It's one-time fee of $150 and then $99 a month. You have a little bit less access to the portal, but you still have amazing things. I mean, you guys can read. There's just a couple things: the airport lounge and resort weeks. That's it. The $49 package is like the last resort. If you're really just hurting and you want to be a part of the team and you want to have some access to hotels, then that would be the way to go. And you can upgrade at any time. So understand that there is no, it's month to month. There is no contract or anything. You're not locked into anything. Once people join, though, they see the value. If they're travelers, they're going to see the value of the membership, but they're also going to not want to lose their free trip. Because once you start, your 12 months ticks. And after that 12 months, you get that free trip. So it's huge. Now, this is something that I think that every single person on the team should be very, very focused on. Get 4 and pay no more. So again, you join for the platinum package, you pay $250, then $175 a month. That first month, if you go and enroll 4 people, then you will never have to pay for that membership again, as long as those people are active. So say I signed up Andy, Gary, Sue, and Coleman, right? They all had the membership for 7 years. We're just going to say that. 7 years now, I get 7 years of wholesale pricing for all my travel needs, and then 7 free trips. I mean, that is huge to be able to have the platform and then get the free trips just because you referred a few people. So that one right there got me super excited. I will never have to pay for this anymore. Again, I have like 40 customers already. So we're like, what's that? 10 times 40. Yeah, 10 times in it. So if we're good to go on that. Fast start bonus. This is something new they just started. So the when you have people sign up for the platinum package, you're literally going to make $50 on every single person that you get put in. If you get them in for the gold or silver package, that's $25 for every single person you put in. This is just now money, quick money, no biggie. So these are some of our ranks. So it says acquire credits. So because we have the 3 different packages, the platinum package is 1 credit, the gold is a half, and then the silver is 1/4. Okay. So when you're a builder, all you need is 3 people on each side, because we do have a binary, 3 people on each side, and you're a builder. You're making $250 a month residually. Okay. Now, the good thing with this, check this out. You only need to personally sponsor 2 on one side and 1. So say for Builder Pro, for instance, you need 6 people on each side. So you only recruited 2 people on one and 1 person on the other. They happen to go get 6 people each. Now you're a Builder Pro and you only put the 2 and 1. Okay. You don't have to be putting all these people in order to hit these ranks. At Builder Pro, you're making $500 a month residually. Innovator, you only need 30 credits. So that's 15 people on each side. Again, you only have to put 2 people on one side and 1 on the other, and they could go to work. And because of that, you're going to be constantly going up. At Innovator, you're making $1,000 a month residually. So $250 a week. So Innovator Pro is where I'm at right now. That's $2,000 a week, $500 or $2,000 a month. I'm sorry, $500 a week. And that's 32 people on each side. So again, if I recruited Coleman, Sue on this side, and then I put Michael and Andy on this, and they all went ham. They went and got 10, 15 people. That all counts for you ranking up in this business. Okay. The next one is Innovator Elite. That's 200. That's 100 people on each side, but you're making $5,000 a month, $1,250 a week. Okay. That's some good money if you ask me. And then you got Visionary. There is more positions, but we don't need to get into that. But Visionary is 200 people on each side. You're making $10,000 a month, $2,500 a week. I would have to say Visionary is the point where people go into their job and they go to their boss and say, man, I got an eye problem. Boss is like, what do you mean you got an eye problem? I don't see myself working here anymore. I quit. So that right there is the position where I would say most people are probably going to have that freedom to walk away from whatever they're doing and take this more full time. So Elite Legacy, a transformation growth that goes beyond professional success. Design your legacy, build something that lasts, and transcend the ordinary, move from success to significance. So I think that this is a powerful slide because in network marketing, I joined network marketing maybe 15 years ago. I was never a reader. I really did not like reading at all. But I got into personal development, and that changed my whole life. That changed the whole projection of my life. I'm telling you, personal development is everything. And I know most people on here probably do personal development. I see most people are my age or a little bit older. And, you guys already know the deal with that. So join Elite and allow your life to take off. I promise you guys, we will travel this world. We will build an organization worldwide, 100%. there's it's not if, it's not what if, it's when. In all reality, we have so much momentum going on, and the reason why we really wanted to put this group together is because you guys are, I'm in the States, we're in the States, you guys are over there across the pond in England and Ireland. And I'm really, really excited too, because we have my mentor, Mr. Alex Morton, on the call. And this guy is probably the busiest person I've ever met. He invited me and my wife and a few of my team members to come over to his penthouse suite over in Miami last week. And we took the elevator up, and it just opened up into this huge, gigantic house. And, we got to spend some time and eat some lunch and really game plan on how to take this thing globally. And, again, this gentleman is a 2-time best-selling author. He's made tons of money. We're not going to make any income claims, but he is one of the top guys inside of the whole network marketing profession. Everybody knows his name, and we get to have him on our call. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to my man, Alex Morton. Thank you so much, sir, for taking it over.
You got it, Jason. Thanks, man, for having me. And yes, it is a very, very busy day. We are actively launching countries all over the world. Just got a big group started actually in India, one of the places that I've actually never been to, but I'm excited to get out to India as well. And shout out to Coleman O'Hagan. I hope I said that right. I see you on Facebook a little bit here and there. I don't use Facebook much, but I am in that group chat, so that's exciting. So listen, if you're on this call, this is really the first exposure call, I guess you could say, for this organization. Jason just broke down everything about this company. It's very, very simple, right? I've been in the industry for 17 years. I started when I was 21 years old. I started with health and wellness products. I toyed with some anti-aging skincare stuff, and then I was a part of a financial educational company for about a decade. And about 7 months ago, I resigned from what I was doing, and I just sat out of the industry. I'm not sure if you guys have been in the industry or not. Maybe it's your first time. Maybe you've been in for a long, long time. I'm not really sure. But for the first time in 17 years, I was not in a company. And I just sat in this office in Miami and just took pen to paper and just thought about the world. What do people want? What do people don't want? What's the good about this industry? What's the bad? What's the ugly? What's the great? And looked at a lot of products and services, compensation plans, met with a lot of owners. And at the end of the road, I landed on travel. And I said, that's what people want to do. In my personal opinion, I've been in 76 countries physically speaking, right, on stages, doing events for this profession. And no matter where I am, no matter who I'm talking to, I've been in Saudi Arabia, I've been in Egypt, I've been in Dubai, I've been in Mexico, Canada, I think every country across Europe. And everybody wants to experience more. I think you guys all could agree. People want to take more trips. They want to go on more experiences. They want to create more memories, right? I don't come from money. I was broke. And I remember, being broke, I wanted all of these things, these shiny things, whether it's a car or a house or a watch. And then you get the shiny stuff and you realize it's just stuff. It's just material items, right? And, to me, the fulfillment about life is spending time with mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. And I don't have kids yet, but I'm sure when I have kids, it's going to be about spending time with kids, right? So I said, you know what? Why don't we make that a product in the company instead of just selling, juice and lotion and potion? Let's give people what they want. Let's give people experience. So that's where Elite was kind of created and born. And if you're on this call, no hype, no sales pitch, guys, we're just getting started, right? We've had one group trip so far, Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5-star resort, was amazing. I was in London a couple weeks ago for our first ever physical event. There were probably 120, 130 different people. So they say in real estate, it's all about location, location. The reason why this unit is going to hold value over time is because it's on sand, right? You can't build anything else on the sand. So, the real estate holds value based on the location of the property. In this business and in this industry, timing is everything, right? Everything that Jason and I have, been able to do in our career, they've always been very, very big. Jason had a team of, several thousand people in a previous company, right? I'm not the smartest kid in the world, but I've done pretty well in this space, and I've never been this confident and excited in my entire career. So at the end of the day, it's travel, it's simple, you save money, 1 million hotels, all inclusives, global resorts, all around the world. We have resort weeks where you can stay somewhere for seven nights, right? As low as $299 for the week. Not even the night, right? Like, go to Miami tonight and go get a hotel room at a nice resort and tell me how much money you're spending. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't exist. Cruises, car rentals, daily deals on ticketed items, right? The World Cup starts this week. I'm not a huge football fan or soccer fan, but I got some games going on down the street. I'm going to get on our elite portal. I'm going to buy World Cup tickets, and I'm going to go watch. I think Monday is Uruguay versus Saudi Arabia in Miami. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to save money on my ticket because I'm a member of Elite. So to me, maybe you're listening to all this and you're like, you know what? It makes sense. I want to travel more. You know, we have a program where when you're a member of our company for 12 months, at the end of 12 months, you get to pick a destination and you just get to go. You pay like an activation fee and you just get to go, and the hotel's already paid for, and you get to experience, maybe it's Maldives or Paris or Barcelona or Miami. I don't know where you want to go, but on a product side, it's tremendous. And then on a compensation plan, Sally, Jason was talking about, it's really good. You know, our comp plan, we took not 17, we took about 12 MLM comp plans, put them into AI and said, make it better, make it stronger, make it more simple for people to have success. And that is where we came out with our compensation plan. And just last week, we launched Get 4, Pay No More, which I'm sure Jason already went over. So it's like, you know, Coach Collins or Bill or Michael Unger or Zen or L'Oreal, right? Do you know 4 people in Ireland? Do you know 4 people in England? Do you know 4 people in America, Canada, Mexico that want to travel more? They want to take more trips. They want to be a part of a great positive community. You show them what we're doing, they get started. Now, all of a sudden, your subscription next month is nothing, right? So now you're a member of Elite for nothing. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy because it's not easy, but it is simple, okay? And the last thing I will say is I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do understand humans. I understand psychology, and I understand that there's tremendous change taking place right now on this earth. I think you would agree with me. You know, my mentors, people like Patrick Bet-David, Ed Milet, Grant Cardone, people that have done far more greater things than I have, right? The messaging I get from them is, Alex, we as humans have a limited amount of time right now to create success, to create freedom, because this new world of AI, right? I'm not a fear-mongering person, but you know, Oracle just laid off 35,000 human beings and replacing them with artificial intelligence. I was listening to Joe Rogan yesterday. You guys probably know Joe Rogan, #1 podcast in the world with the most monthly listeners. They're testing in China. Neurosurgeons are now operating on humans, and it's robots. So eventually they're going to replace doctors in the medical profession. I mean, ChatGPT now is as a higher, a higher targeted reading ability on your blood work than some guy that went to medical school. I mean, this isn't like down the road. This is happening right now. What our business is people. Our business is one of the few businesses that is going to last and, you know, be here through the end of time, because you need people. There's people on this call, right? It's relationships, it's people, it's community. So I'll stop there. I will just say this, you know, Coleman is working directly with Jason. I'm working directly with both of them, and we're going to build this thing big. Our UK team is a couple hundred people. How many people live in the UK? I don't know. Tens of millions. And then I heard Ireland and Scotland. We have nobody in those countries. Nothing. Nobody. You're the first people. And if you understood what that potentially could mean for you, you would not sleep for the next, I don't know, 5 months, maybe even 5 years. So guys, I'm really excited about this business. Like Jason said, we're not making any income guarantees. You're not going to get rich tomorrow. Not everyone's going to be a multimillionaire, but it is a real opportunity, and we are providing a service and a product to the marketplace that people already spend money on. Every hotel I'm in is overbooked, okay? Every flight I'm on is oversold. There's standby on every friggin' plane I've been on in the last 3 years, because people are traveling or they want to go travel. That's just what it is. It's summertime right now, Everyone's talking about, what are you doing this summer? Are you going to Italy? Are you going to Mykonos? Are you going to Ireland? What are you doing, man? Everybody wants what we have. We're just giving people better access to save money on money they're already spending. And if you want to build a business with it, you build out the business compensation plan. Jason's helping you. Coleman's helping you. I've been doing this 17 years. I'm on a call with you guys right now with 10 people. I'm helping you guys as well. So it's an unbelievable opportunity. And I hope you see the value in it. And I hope you take a little leap of faith. Jason said, it's $250 month one. And then if that's too much money for you, there's a $150 price point. I mean, we have teams in Argentina. The Argentinian peso is not as strong as the British pound or whatever. I think you guys use the euro in Ireland and Scotland, right? So you guys are in the Western world. So with all due respect, you can't complain about money, because we have teams that are in third world countries that are doing this business to take care of their family. So get started. And we're going to give you guys everything you need to go out there and, potentially create the business, that you want. So that's all I got, Jason. I appreciate you, man. Coleman, great to meet you. I'm going to do better on my Facebook. I'm going to get back on Facebook so I can kind of communicate with you guys a little bit more, but I'm pumped up. And listen, if you guys build it big enough over there, I have no problem coming to Ireland. I have no problem coming to Scotland. This is what I do full time. This is my last company in this space, and I'm going as hard as humanly possible to help the most amount of people. So Coach Collins is fired up. All right, let's rock and roll. Jason, back to you.
Thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know you're busy. So guys, you guys heard it all. If you have any questions, feel free to circle back up with Coleman. If you need anything, we got your back all day. Again, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day. You guys could be anywhere else and you decided to be here. So we will have this recording if you want to send it to some of your people or people that might not have been able to be on here. But God bless, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Thanks a million, Jason.